Welcome to Ed Talks Daily 101. Today's topic is: are we failing our pre-K students? Shocking truths from the classroom. Hello, my name is Dr. Josh Mack, and today I'm sounding the alarm on something that should concern every parent, teacher, and policymaker watching. A few years ago, I conducted research into early childhood education in the Rochester City School District. My guiding question was simple: why are so many children in Rochester already 2 to 3 years behind in reading, writing, and math by the time they enter grade school? That research led me to publish one of my earliest books, The Preschool Survival Guide, your handbook for promoting successful development. My goal was to help preschool educators close the literacy gap by implementing key developmental strategies. I shared this guide with several preschool teachers and leaders, hoping it would be used as a resource. But like many things, life moves on, and I didn't follow up until recently. After a recent district report confirmed my worst fears, the gap still exists. Our pre-K students are still 2 to 3 grades behind by the time they reach grade school. So I followed up with some of those preschool leaders and those preschool teachers, and what I heard shocked me. These teachers told me that a major roadblock exists for them. They are not allowed to teach reading, writing, or arithmetic to pre-K students. I'll say it again. They are not allowed in the district to teach reading, writing, or arithmetic to pre-K students. One educator even told me that she has to sneak basic instruction into her lessons even after nearly 2 decades on the job, because she realized that these foundation skills are so necessary, but they are not a part of the district's approved curriculum. So let me ask you, how can we expect to close achievement gaps when our educators are forbidden from teaching the very basics in pre-K programs? Is this racism, systemic racism, or is it systemic stupidity, or maybe the mixture of both? Now, what are some other parents doing? Ironically, many parents are opting for private or in-home daycare providers, and they're seeing their children flourish. These centers aren't bound by the same district restrictions, and children in those programs are entering school better prepared academically and emotionally. One parent even told me her daughter is already reading at age 4, while her sister's kids in district run programs are still struggling with letters and numbers. So let's think about it. What are the things that pre-K students need to build on? One, they need to build on language and literacy, letters, sounds, vocabulary. Number two, they need to develop their early math skills. That's counting, patterns, and shapes. And number three, they need social and emotional strength. They need to be sharing and expressing emotions. Four, physical development. That's working on their fine motor skills. And five, independence, following directions, building confidence through routines. Even our parents, we have a program called Teach Your Preschool Children, where we work with our parents. I work with parents from kids from age 0 to 5 to help the parents to know what it is that they need to do and work on with their kids at home to prepare them for entering pre-K. So if those skills are available and made available to parents, and the schools are following up with pre-K, we can ensure that our students are at grade level if we're following through with the proper recommendations of the things that these students need to be working on. And so, but if we deny them this, We are failing them, and we are failing them from the start. So what now? If you are a parent, I advise you to ask your child's teacher, are you being allowed to teach foundational skills? If they say yes, ask them to show you what it is they've been working on. If they say no, ask to speak to the principal. Parents are your children's first and most effective and impactful educators. We need to make sure that parents are advocating for our children, for their children from day one. If you are a teacher, I'd advise you to advocate for what you know is right, even when it's tough. I've made a career out of that. If you are a district leader, it's time to reevaluate the policies that are keeping our children behind. Together, we can rewrite this story. Now, drop your thoughts in the comments. Have you seen this happening in your school? Like, share this video, and subscribe to Ed Talks Daily 101 for more powerful conversations that advocate for our children. Let's ensure that every child has a chance to thrive, starting in preschool. I'm Dr. Josh Mack. I'm sounding the alarm, and I'm out. Have a great day.